Okay, so let's move into the big thing of this week, which is of course
Yes.
Apex Legends,
Yes.
the surprise battle royale from Respawn, the creators of Titanfall, set in the Titanfall universe, but without Titans.
Yes.
When I first heard that, I was like, okay, well, everyone's gonna hate this, but pleasantly surprising here.
Yes.
Obviously,
Super fun. I've
so
been playing the hell out of it.
yeah, so you've played
So,
significantly more than I have, so you can take it away probably for the top here, and I'll chime in.
um, so first and foremost, out of all the BRs I've played, it's actually the most fun and
Hmm.
smoothest I've played. And what's exciting, and it, bear with me while I say this, this is the first AAA dedicated BR.
Hmm.
So most people would argue that Blackout from COD 4 would be the first one, but that's only a third of a game.
Right.
There's zombies and multiplayer within that. This is the first true only BR dedicated by a AAA company, aka EA.
Hmm.
But it's super well done, super fun. Obviously, it's very early, so there's some limitations. Like you can only have 3 people in a party, and that's all. Like even if you queue up as solo, you still get matched with 2 random people.
Right. Yeah.
um, which is kind of unfortunate because I have a couple of friends that want to all play. So like even right before we were playing this video, I was playing with 2 of my friends, and there was a third one joined in, and we were like, okay, what do we do? So we had to break up into 2 different teams, and then we all got stuck with one random person. So
Right.
hopefully duos and squads, like 4-man squads, come in soon. Um, but let's talk about a little bit of the controversy around it. So there are a lot of fans of Titanfall that are really outraged for one reason.
Hmm.
And that's because Titanfall 3 was confirmed to be being worked on months ago.
Right.
EA scrapped all of that once they bought Respawn, and this is what they came out with. So a lot of hardcore Titanfall fans are really pissed off because they think that this is EA trying to get a cash grab and basically beat Fortnite and, grab all these children basically, just to make a quick buck.
Right.
I don't agree with that, especially because Respawn and EA already confirmed that they are working on a separate Titanfall game. It's not going to be Titanfall 3, but it is going to be in the Titanfall universe. So we have literally no details on that. Literally, the article that I read does say that we'll get more details in the months ahead of us.
Right.
But so far, I'm really enjoying it. It's funny. I was watching a stream on release date, and what Shroud, he's the biggest like BR player in the world, one of the best. And someone commented on his stream and said, if Halo and Battlefield had a baby, and Destiny and Call of Duty had a baby, and those babies met and had a baby, this would be the game. And I started dying, but
Very,
I do feel a little
very
bit akin
complex.
of, right. It's kind of a weird chain, but I also I see the Destiny in it, and I do see like there's literally a gun that looks like the Halo AR in it.
Right. Yeah.
It's called the Prowler. But definitely some Destiny roots, definitely some Halo roots, but I do see some Overwatch mixed in here too, as far as like the abilities and ultimates, which is cool because I like Overwatch.
Right. Yeah, that was
Um,
my main reference point for going in.
right. But so far, a lot of fun. I've played it on both my PC and Xbox.
Hmm.
Both really enjoyable. I would say PC is a lot better though, just because it's more fluid on keyboard and mouse. But then again, PC master race. So
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, you're always going to go that direction.
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I saw it more as Overwatch Battle Royale was sort of my reference point because I've not played any of the Battle Royales, but have played a bit of Overwatch. And one thing that I liked about Overwatch that I wish this game had, that I like, there's a training mode that you go through, but it's super, super basic. And to my knowledge anyway, maybe I'm just an idiot and didn't see it, but there's no way to just play with different characters and just mess around on your own time, you know?
You
Like,
might have to select the legends before going into training, but I don't know.
I don't know, because when you first load it up, it like just has somebody there on the screen.
Lifeline.
And well,
Yeah.
when I did it, like the legend that it showed was, I forget who it was, um, but it wasn't Lifeline. And then when you do go into training, then you play as Lifeline.
It was probably Bloodhound because he's the first one.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember offhand. But yeah, like I'd like a little bit more of that, just to be able to figure out what you're doing before getting into the game.
Yeah, I will say the training was very, very basic. But for someone like me who's played quite a few BRs, it's not a huge deal. Like
Right.
if you play one, you understand the basic mechanics. But there are a lot in this game that is very different, that it doesn't explain. So like the first few games, I was like, how do I do this? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think at this point they're going more for the audience of people that are experienced in those kinds of games.
definitely.
So I feel like one of the big things about Overwatch, going back to that, was the fact that it pulled in a lot of people that didn't traditionally play first-person shooters, because it had those kinds of it had that way to onboard yourself without just dying all the time in actual games. And because of all the different character classes, that you didn't have to just be really good at shooting people. Now this game has the character classes. I think it just needs to pick up that other hand and say, here's how people that want to learn the game can learn the game without having to jump into a match.
Right.
Especially if they're gonna like limit who you can play against, as like the only way to play. Because like I played it solo today and I was just matched with randos.
Right.
So it would have been nice if I had and I actually went into it being like, all right, I want to play as Lifeline. I want to be the the backup healer. And then
someone picked it.
Someone picked Lifeline, so I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm just going to be the robot guy because he's got some cool moves too. So I don't know the character's names yet, but I'm gonna Pathfinder. I like his banter that he uses.
It's really funny because there's only 2 legends that you have to unlock that are like out right now, and that aren't achievable right when you start the game. And one of them is Caustic, and he's like a gas guy. Like he throws like toxic gas and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
All of his lines are like very anime final boss kind of like lines, and it's really badass. Yeah, it's really funny.
That's great. Yeah, I obviously have not gotten that far to be able to unlock anybody, but
I haven't either. I've played the hell out of it, and you either have to buy it with real money or just play the shit out of the game. So
yeah, well, that's the other thing, because this being a free-to-play game, typically I don't do free-to-play stuff, and I certainly don't do microtransactions. I just don't put down the money,
Yeah, no.
But that is obviously a part of the game. Obviously, how Respawn and EA even more so intends to make money with this game. We'll have to wait and see what the numbers look like. I'm sure it's going to be there. I'm sure the money's going to be. Yeah, I had to make an EA account in order to play this game, and I was just like, ugh.
Bastards. Yeah, bastards.
But I mean, I am happy to hear that they are working on some kind of new Titanfall game. The fact that they say it's a twist on Titanfall, I think that was the quote. It's a twist on Titanfall, and
Let me pull it up. I
still have it up. They're still saying that it's not Titanfall 3. I don't know.
So I have it pulled up. It says, as the live service evolves, Respawn also plans to launch a premium game this year that is a new twist on the Titanfall universe. More to come on that in the months ahead. And then it says, while these comments will somewhat reassure Titanfall fans that their beloved franchise isn't being forgotten, it's unclear what the new game will be, other than that it won't be a free-to-play title like Apex Legends, and it's not a VR game, which is cool.
Right. But still, probably not Titanfall 3.
Yes.
Which is, I mean, I guess if people really get into this game, which it's got 10 million people have played it already, I guess that's okay if we wait another year or two for Titanfall 3. You would hope that, the fact that people are warmly receiving this game while also saying, hey, but we really would like Titanfall 3, encourages them to go, well, we made all this money from this Apex Legends game. Titanfall 3 might even sell even more now because, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are playing this game and will play this game that have never even touched Titanfall before. So,
So real quick, I have two other pieces of that article I do want to cover real quick.
Sure.
Pull it up too. It says since Apex Legends was announced, many players have expressed their disappointment. The fact that it doesn't have a lot of the classic Titanfall features.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason for the removal, according to Respawn, is that wall running and mechs just simply didn't work in the Battle Royale format, which I understand.
Right. Yeah.
And then also there's this little piece at the very end which says, meanwhile, the EA earnings call also reaffirmed Respawn's commitment to release Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order in autumn of 2019.
Right.
And it says it's very long in development and it truly captures the fantasy of becoming a Jedi.
Right.
It says, sounds like it's not so far away and light years ahead of any other EA Star Wars attempts, which hopefully is true because Battlefront and Battlefront 2 suck.
Yeah, well, that happened. I think we missed talking about that a couple weeks ago when EA had canceled another Star Wars game, so.
Yes, they did.
And then it was like this mystery game that has a title and no other information about it is the only other Star Wars game on the horizon. So, yeah, I mean, Respawn has their hands full. They're a good developer.
Yes.
So we'll see.
I'm interested to see how they're going to release this Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order in 2019 and also crank out a Titanfall universe game as well.
I don't know. I mean, I'd imagine EA is pumping a lot more resources into them. I think I read somewhere that they only had like 85 people working on Titanfall 2, and I think like 120 on Apex Legends.
Right.
So if they were doing that and had a whole other team dedicated to the Star Wars game at the same time, I imagine EA is helping them scale up somehow.
Right.
I'm assuming those are dedicated teams. I can't imagine trying to work on both games at the same time with the same people.
No.
There's just not a game like like this that's been in development for a while, and a Star Wars game that you hope actually has some meat to it. So.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, we'll keep playing Apex Legends. Spence, you're going to be doing it on stream, right?
Yes. Yes, I will be.
Plug some of that for us.
So we just created the Twitch. That is at Brotherly Love G1.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to follow that, I'm going to be playing a lot of it. It will be on Xbox because I've been having some technical difficulties on my PC.
Mm-hmm.
But also I'll probably be doing a proud mode run of Kingdom Hearts. Hopefully go for the no deaths. And then maybe try to pick up some other achievements while we're doing it. But I'll probably do it one world at a time, so that way we can also post some recaps on the channel for you guys.
Right. Cool. That's Apex Legends.